subscribe, share your comment, share your mind. And this particular session, the hunger pang in the family, the soaring prices of commodities in the marketplaces, not just food, almost everything, the, the dysfunctional system, starting from the infrastructural system, the road network, the drainages, the electricity supply. It can be a catalog of or a deluge of just negative things, which are the things these children see every day. And the child was crying in Nigeria when with this end. But somebody respond, but the person did not let me know the country. He responded for me, he made a comment. He said, you people in Nigeria, you people have made so many people in the world to cry and to be in pain that we've done, and we are doing so many evil things to other people in other parts of the world. And what we are experiencing is like a payback by nature, like karma trying to just pay us back in the coins what our nationals, what our brothers and sisters are doing to hurt people in other nations just to get money. So I had to go and check on the global network, say, what is the veracity of this statement, of this assertion that some people are holding? I know somebody made that statement some time ago, which I responded to in one of my videos. And that person had to be a Nigerian that is living in the UK. That one called Nigerians parasites. In the world that wherever Nigerians went, they were always doing things to disturb those nations. That because our infrastructures are not working well here, we believe that that is where things are. So when we get to places where infrastructures work, we tend to take undue advantage of that and try to desecrate. But that's not true. That is very much far from the truth. So what we can do to correct that is to make a video like this and let's discuss. In my response to him, I said, please objectively look around you in that same country you are in. Try to identify Nigerians that are there. Take the records on the scale of 1 to 10. How many of them are in this category of people that are trying to do some things that are not good for the community that accommodated them, that try to abuse the opportunity given to them to add their own quota to humanity, to add value to humanity? I said, check and give me feedback on that. Because from my own check, from countries all over the world, I see that Nigerians are in every facet of the society. In the field of science, in the field of medicine, in the field of manufacturing, in the field of marketing, in the field of arts, in the field of law, in the field of education. We have so many fantastic Nigerians in the teaching, in the lecturing profession, adding values, helping to train the citizens of that country to become better, productive members of the society they are in. Go to UK, go to Britain, go to Canada. You find Nigerians in their medical field adding values to the land. Maybe I've done that before. I gave some few names, but I won't be able to do that now. But I can come tomorrow and give you names which you can check out of Nigerians in different parts of the world, in different fields. Even some of them, because of their good nature, in the US and Britain, they are members of parliament. Just some of them are mayors in the US. Some of them are community leaders. Some of them are entrepreneurs in different fields. So it is not that good to not generalize. We know what are the things that form base for this. I try to check. How did it get here? It is because, bad news spread faster than good ones. And because of this evil of social media, when anybody is caught in a crime, the way the media will blow it up, and when people know about the nationality, maybe it's how they see one in Britain, one in Australia, and they say, okay, out of all the other nations or nationals, they just say Nigeria. People just say, oh, Nigerians. So it becomes a stereotyping something, labeling them. So sometimes when people hear Nigeria and Nigerians, they gasp. It's either positivity or otherwise, depending on their perspective, depending on the kind of information they have been fed with. So that's why this one is coming forth. And Nigerians in diaspora really problems to their society and various communities they are in. Please share from your own experience. But I'm just presenting this from the little I know, or from the but share your own. Thank God for the issue of this social media. You can always Google it, check ChatGPT, check Copilot, check Google itself, and other media where we have data. They will give you data, which you can find out, records to show that Nigerians are awesomely good people. We are very hospitable. We use our intelligence to help, to develop. I'm telling you, these are facts you can check out. Yes, there are some things that push these negative narratives. The issue of Yahoo boys, but how many Nigerians? We have, okay, let's say we have 200 million. Let's say um, 50 million are children. The other one adults, maybe about 100 million or 70 million are youth. How many of these 70 million, okay, even if you check in US, how many of these hundreds of thousands of Nigerians, how many of them are into crime, how many of them are into cyber, how many of them are into Yahoo, how many of them are doing positive things? That's the question you ask. And you don't call a dog a bad name just to nail it or just to kill it. That's what you are just trying to say. So that is part of the good work of social media, to try to educate. And that's why this channel is an educative channel. I'm a guided counselor by training. And in guided counseling, you try to put things straight. You show the two sides of the coin. There's nothing that's absolute in this life. Or what do you say? Is there anything that's absolute, 100% pure? Even the water we drink is not 100% pure. Pure water, as I learned, I did biochemistry for my first degree. And in that you study chemistry, H2O. Pure water is not healthy for humans to drink. The water you drink is not pure H2O. There are some dissolved gases inside it. Even the water you drink has oxygen inside. Apart from the H2O, has some dissolved gases, has some dissolved mineral elements inside it. Measured the percentage. So the water is not pure. Pure water means it is only H2O. A pure substance contains only the chemical elements that compound it. So nothing is absolute. The blood flowing in your veins is not pure, because there are a lot of other things in your blood. That's why when you go for a medical test, they will test your blood to find what is the level of this, what is the level of that, what is the level of what is the level of that. There's an average level. No blood is absolutely like that. So what is it? So share your comment. We are not saying this to just say, okay, we don't have bad Nigerians. Every nation has them. Every nation has them. That's where we have the legal system, that we have the correctional system, to be able to take those, we call it in psychology, maladaptive behaviors. those that for one reason or the other are refusing, for what reason best known to them, to conform with the basic norms, culture, tradition, acceptable living standards of the community, whereby everybody can live in harmony together, isn't it? So anybody that fails to do it, nobody say you must do this, you must do it, but there are certain things, the acceptable level of things. That's talk of fundamental human rights. You have a right to talk. You have the right to go anywhere, but you don't have a right to just jump into my, you must sleep in my house today. You are going beyond your boundary. You are free to move anywhere, but you are not free to move into my house. You are not free to move into my car without my permission. I say, please, come. Where are you going? Get out. No, you are not allowed entry into this place. When programs are going on in your community environment, once and it's organized by some people and they have invitation cards. If you don't have invitation card, you are not allowed to go in. If you force yourself in, then you've broken the law. So there are standards like that. So some, for one reason or the other, maybe because of their growth and because of the whatever knowledge they were gained, because of their perception, because of whatever, that's part of what you learn in psychology and social psychology. That's why we talk about maladaptive behavior. And that's where we have psychotherapy sessions, different sessions to help. That's where we have clinical psychology to help them. When they are said, they say that this one, well, the person's thinking pattern is not the way it's supposed to be. They go for counseling, they go for sessions, and many of them get set right. So, to note that Nigerians are labeled this way, I believe is something that all of us have to look at to correct. We have people in different nations with different forms of maladaptive behaviors. But we don't say because of that, we just categorize all of them as that. So please, wherever you see Nigerians in your country, don't judge them. Try to relate with them. Take them on their, everybody have their own personality, their own self-concept and self-esteem. Try to relate with the person, but don't start with a label. Don't start with preconceived ideas. Give them that benefit of that. Say, well, which nation are you from? I'm in Nigeria. Oh, where is Nigeria? Okay, can you tell me more about your country? That kind of thing. What's your culture? What are some of the things you value there? What's your culinary taste like in that place? Can you just do like that? And if you're in the same field of study or career, take question and see the response. You see that Nigerians are sweet, intelligent, hospitable, wonderful people. Okay, share your comments. So, well, some of these narratives are coming because of what is operating, because we see that the social media carry a lot of bad news. Then we see that some of the movies produced by Nollywood portray some of these negative things. And that's why the Nollywood actors and writers and producers should rethink, try and produce better content, not content that just show that people will just go and do black magic to make money. And because of that, they try to swindle one another from their family property. The person just becomes rich overnight. There's some influencers, they won't explain, they just glorify money. When they go to parties, they just be throwing money as if they say, and they have a very signal, say money na water. Even if you value water, you don't deal with good water anyhow. People that have sense, they don't deal with water anyhow. You don't just throw water anyhow. Water is a precious element of life, which you don't just throw anyhow. So the way they deal with money, this person actually work for this money. I read about how Denzel Washington, how Keanu Reeves, how all of them, even Bill Gates, how they spend their, they don't just throw money anyhow because they work for that money and they know the value of it. So when they know somebody, the person actually work for this money. Is it not money from? So that is just it. Then because of the cry in Nigeria about the high level of corruption of our politicians, the way they are bastardizing the economy, they keep borrowing money and they say they want to do this project, we never see that project. Yeah, it does. How many, when you consider all the politicians in Nigeria put their population together compared to the population of the whole country. And not all the politicians are that terrible. There are some good ones there. Like one of them we have in this, I won't mention his name anyway. He's a senator in my part of the country. He has been doing wonderfully. I just went to General Hospital today. He has helped to influence the reconstruction of the General Hospital, to put a lot of nice things in place, the radiology department, the dental department, trying to make the place to really be a good hospital where human beings are treated. He has also influenced the electrification of many parts of the local government areas and the road network. But the governor is not even doing 1/3 of what the young man is doing. So you can see some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are terrible, and some of them are awesome. So because maybe when you check the news about Nigeria, you just Google it and just look at that. But try and check the good ones. You can ask the Google the question, are there any good Nigerians that are reliable, responsible, dependable? Are there outstanding Nigerians? Pick any country you like in Nigeria. I've done that, I've done check on the UK and Canada and the US. We know the stereotyping to about Colombians being into drugs and that kind of thing. You don't say because of that all of Colombians are drug pushers. You don't do that. That's right. So thank you once again. This is just to thank you, Tam. Thank you, Mitchell, and all of you reflecting with me. Let me know your thoughts about Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian, full-blooded Nigerian, and I love Nigeria. I grew up in Nigeria. So though what is happening now, I'm not so pleased with it. That's why majorly I talk about relationships. But I say that this is also part of my, because we have to relate together. You cannot relate in a toxic environment. And some of the things our politicians are doing are making the environment toxic. So we just talk about it. We know a change will come. Is work, watch, and pray. So that's why I said to make, okay, my live stream, I used to talk about Nigeria. Definitely there has to be a change, because you don't just keep quiet when bad things are happening. You talk. When I was growing, my mom told me, stay cool, don't have any challenge with this law enforcement. Say, just so I'm staying cool. I don't use any derogatory words, but it's good to let them know what you are doing is not right. It's not the legacy left for us by our forefathers. So Nigerians have traveled all over the world and they're doing, at least if you don't know anybody, you know World Trade Organization. The present Director General there is a woman, a grandmother that's more than 70 years old. And she's been doing wonderfully. She was first of all with the World Bank. That is Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. She's doing wonderful for the world. That is a Nigerian. Why don't you just talk about that? Then her husband is also a senior medical doctor in the US. One of their sons is also an outstanding medical doctor that has done wonderfully. You can go and Google it. Dr. Okonjo Iweala in the US. See what they are doing there. So Nigerians are awesomely wonderful. In the field of literature, you've heard about Chinua Achebe. Just go and Google it. Professor Wole Soyinka. Chinua Achebe is late, but Wole Soyinka is still alive. That's the man clocking around 90 years old. At least he has gone beyond 80 years old. Still going strong and still adding value to the world of literature and the world of human rights. So Nigerians are wonderful. Then the field of sports,